Flo Moo shyly steps into the chat, looking around with a soft smile. Hi everyone, blushes. I'm Flo Moo. If you want to chat, just mention my name. I'll be here to keep everyone company and share some smiles. Giggles.
Okay, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I've got it up. I've got me set up. Uh, she was on the wrong channel. It's because they said it was. I brought Flow over to their channel, so that's why we've got the message from. What else? Good to open. A little bit late. A little bit late because it was dev stuff, not this. Good. I was I'm building a wiki solely for the purpose of maintaining information, and also because like hand stuff off to AI is like, oh, I'll and a wiki knows that it can see the wiki and it can contradict itself. Well, not good. It can figure shit out. Oh, I don't need to invent the rules set because it exists. The rule set. If that makes sense. So there is a Tales of Ashran wiki now. Do I want to post the link? No. is a very much work in progress. Oh, I did discover a new tool that will probably actually come in handy now that I'm switching to 3D, but we're going to let's discuss that. So, I've not really mentioned it on stream, I don't think, other than in bits. It's a pain in the arse to do shader for the walls. Every time I came to it, I think it's what burned me out from doing it. Because it would just get to a point, and I'm like, oh, can't be bothered doing that. I'll work. Or, like, what the fuck was that? Here. Or something. And I was like, how pain to do because either I would think of a better way of doing it, or I have to think of how to apply this to other things. Like, I don't need to create another shader that hides walls. It has. If I can make it, it should work for other things. And one recommendations for stuff is to get AI time. Like rather than build your own shader, get an AI to write the shader, but then doing that actually is then AI sees one way of doing it, but doesn't understand it. It should work for other tasks, just be walls. The only example I can give it to is a wall. And what I would end up doing is doing groups on Godot. It's a group scene. So I've got wall collider. Honestly, this gets. But these are like so it became group. I need to probably look into these warnings at some point. I want to copy them. Let's copy one. Bring forth. That is my Markdown editor. Oh, I also just built a Markdown editor. It was the easier option. It really was just the easier option to build my own. Because there's certain tools I wanted that quick access to headers, quick access to lists, quotes, sort of stuff. Image inserts, all easier. I'm using it to build wikis, so the wikis will be in Markdown because Wiki.js. But it's just the wiki is just emperor. Because I'm also willing to, because most stuff have the wikis. They have the game dev wiki, which actually explains everything. Like Valve will have the wiki on the Combine, and then their dev wiki on the Combine, which might actually say the Combine are we the players don't get to. But they the devs need how. So yeah. What else? Yeah, I mean, of wiki stuff lately. Yeah, a lot of wiki stuff. I think the thing is this my first year? Oh, the second. Right? No, the 9th because of the way. 11th, the 8th, no, 16th was supposed to be one. But to be honest, I took that weekend sort of no game dev stuff. I only did game dev stuff if I wanted to do game dev. Feeling odd. It wasn't quite like I wanted to do it, and I know if I did it, then I would be half-arsing the whole thing. They not too bad. Well, actually, like upbeat energy. Has made fairly good progress on some wiki pages. How are you on? Uh, uh, get I am looking for. Did I close it? It also does like discover codecs as well. GPT code slightly better than normal GPT code. You give it access to a repository and it can actually access the repository and see the stuff. Works better for actual game devs. Issue, it's not used as normal GPT. I mean, it still works text. It's just that it's more code based than normal chat stuff. I can't go say it'll give you an idea for this. It probably could do it, but it's not that good at it. I assume. I've been using it to help with the wiki. I've been saying, okay, here's my wiki page. Here's section code. How do I how best to copy that what it gives us, edit it to be along the lines of how it works, stylize it as I want it, then give it back to them. Get to give me feedback on that change. It then complains that it's not actually up on the GitHub because I've got to push the GitHub each and every time we do something. One of the issues, you can run it locally and it works better locally, but you can VS Code installed and chatting through VS Code. Issue VS Code's not that good at doing Markdown in. I don't think it's possible. I just haven't tried it. Like my tool is web based. Yeah, I want to make sure mic's active. I think it's. Have I updated everything so far? I believe so. So updating wiki. I think this is my 36. Fairly sure. Channel. Videos. Gosh. Oh, because I slash and put a dash. Almost like I thought to fix actually type also asking. There we go. But yes, definitely. I know. Huh? No. 20 days ago. So last year. Start streaming. Wasn't the intention. Oh, that's right. It's error. Try pasting codecs. It'd be a lot better. Then it has access to the repo. Update recently. Hasn't. Just missed. File thing. Oh, the thing I just done. That thing. Is that really just a variable? Add on. Oh, that's me adjusting colors on the. Groups. Yeah. Where am I? That's right. These are. You should just font. There you go. Nice. It's kind of like like a thing. Yeah, right. There we go. Right. I move this orange. And if I resize it, this is Material Maker. It's talking to you about it earlier, so PBR. There's the PBR textures. Oh, right there in the thing. I haven't had a go at it yet. Like different textures. This is stuff how you make textures for stuff. Like that or red. Touch it to the roughness. Fuck me. I don't know. I like the fact we can just drag this out. But yeah. I probably end up having to use like using publicly available. Not hard to get a hold of. But if you can make your own, it's sometimes a lot better. Because if you need to tweak it a little to work, like if I'm doing cobble. Oh, no. That doesn't show. Poor thing. Anyway. Hopefully for in the stream, what I'm hoping to get done is a layout of a level for testing. I've also created I've been going through all this stuff. Assets. File tree. Removing a lot of things. Anything to do with Essential 2D has been removed. Projects have split the project folder into a 2D folder and a 3D folder. I go into my thing back from Book of Lore. There's now a folder behind it called Archive. This is where like Godot 4.4 Dungeon Heart lives, and this is also 2D pre-alpha as well. Right now I'm working on the alpha. Our icon, which I actually might remake in Blender. Might. One thing I do want to get set up at some point soon, hopefully this week, is maybe next week, is a rune system. Runes. Not ruins, runes. Still got this file here. Oh, click, yeah. Still holds this game too. This code too. Come into my archetype. But utility stays because it's the combat. I did go to documentation of this recently. No, I haven't. I had started that one. Yeah, I had started the combat utility documentation, I think, or was going to start it. What I have done is documentation on world clock, which I don't know if I've actually shown this code. Basically, this code on how the world clock works. Here's we used to yank timeout. Actually, that is on the Tales of the Elder Isle, game mechanics, world clock. It is. This code should be this update one. Update. It has the actual. Originally, I declared like game speed hours in a day. I didn't declare what they were. I have now. This actually for this for testing clock. Then this is how we get time in like, hours and minutes. This is how we get time in hour, minutes, seconds. We want a float time, which is only really good for hours. Or if you want to do something every 1.5 hours, rather than doing it every 1, 3, 5, whatever. You can use the float time a lot better for that. Day is current date. Day time. I think if yeah. Is it currently sunny? Is a night. That was all that's changing this. And then we did have like pause times. Player week, yeah. That's really be true. And we've got these shouldn't be possible to have more. Although doing that with some stuff. Then we got, should we have, this should be in here, set time as well. Yeah, arrow. This one we'll get current time and then add 6 and then yeah. There are no prints and what is going on. Don't know why. Anyway. Yeah, so that's, I think that's all the changes. Character types. I don't know about this. It was needed for like role system. I think we can get rid of it. It was supposed to like a global list of not necessarily groups, but things. Like, I guess we could use code groups. Things that need update. Wait, that's work clock. Currency was not needed. But you think this has been modified? This is just added. Wasn't needed. There we go. Have removed goal scripts stuff. I'll need to get the couple and drag from there. Question. Did he clean up last update? I don't know why. That's why. Oh yeah, we've also got a few more add-ons. I think build them. Interesting. New project. Project saying. Rainy. It's an add-on to the train, and then I've also added new manager. Where is it? Best systems. That's the one. Okay, and then your respawn.gd should such. Max your respawn. Stats card player.trace. This will be why it's that warning earlier because this. Yeah, this doesn't exist anymore. Should recreate it. Well, I should know because it should exist. Yeah, maybe. Players one randomizer. Blah, blah, Yeah, that doesn't look like there's any code related to there. So just set all values to set properly when we obtain them. Oh no, when we're setting them down here. Hmm. Never sure it's code. The FPS display. I mean, you need it, but also I've got. Old. There we go. Um. They should not need to log in. Checking some. It shouldn't. I don't know. My library. I'll play the video. Good. Oh no, I'll play the video. Pause. I've done that one, so I'm actually on that one. I did pick this up recently. Right. Because I know I actually worked in 3D Godot. Or worked on 3D game dev. Never ever done 3D game dev code. But hopefully for the player script I can get through most stuff. Right now I'm just trying to try and build a test level. I won't be following this tutorial right now. Be done later off the stream. But yeah. Hopefully from this I can learn stuff. Or at least learn the basics. Crashing. Building new levels. That's probably important. I mean, like the main level and then things dragged in when the world level. This to be shown. Moved when. That kind of is how I think it would work. It may not be best actual practice. Yeah. Then we're just rebuilding this time, aren't we? That might get dangerous. Rebuilding the spawn area. Spawn areas would be opponents. There is components. Just delete them. Yes. How would I? That's scenes. Back one folder. Scenes. As a scenes. which honestly looks pink and Godot knows has. These days I'm making script folders behind color code. Just slowly looking at stuff. So shaders are orange, scripts are red. That's it for me. I did delete them. Now removed, because you see in the browser, the scripts, pack boxes, section box. I'd create new ones really. I should probably do that. Okay, right, back. Come on, that button should be active, but on first click is set to activate it. I've lost place because I had to go. The thing fell down. And kept this. Yes. 3D spawner. Spawner 3D. It has to be 3D. Needs an area 2D and then needs a script attached to it. We'll come back to that anyway. Hold wait in a minute, but that's fine. Funny 3D right was. See components. Save. Of was doing that's the heart box, tag box, and detection box were components for attacks. Attack boxes when it's in this their attack might change in 3D. Detection box was our I forget what the detection box. Heart box was damage. Attack box was attack. I think I was using detection box for detections. Probably. I figured detecting an area to D is better than think there's a node thing to type. Yeah, I think that's how I work that out. Yeah, I can't remember because I've not worked on it for a while. Yeah, visibility sensor. In the right place. Well, they're all cleared out. Visibility sensor, I think, was our script for our thing to take when a player was behind a wall. Then we would activate the shader. Didn't work out well because it didn't know when the player was behind a wall. What are scripts? Ah, seen our S level. I've technically got rid of the level 4 dungeon, which is actual main entrance of the castle. So we've got that. We've got town should be empty. They'll be labeled like 0. Not all too sure. It's a cat in a cat food. Cat food. Dog's not allowed. OBS is very delayed for me to. There, cat food moves. She's finished with food. Dog's in here now. Don't eat the crumbs at the table. Right, so close that. That's been saved. Run this. Signals as well. These are. I didn't know about this tab. I know about it. I was doing shaders and I was like, oh yeah, groups. That'd be handy because if it's like a shader, a sort of occlusion group. I think that's what was causing issues, maybe because it didn't. There was no code to say is in a group because rather than just like the objects we wanted to see would have the node in it saying, I need to see this object behind the wall. Things like enemies and player and items or whatever. In behind the wall wouldn't work. Like most of the scripts I've seen for it sort of hide the whole wall itself. Not what I wanted to do. I want like a little circle. But for obvious reasons. I mean, it didn't detect the player, and then I think it was AI couldn't quite understand how it all connected. If I was using codecs, this codec probably have worked a bit better. Yeah, I need to watch these tutorials. Technically, I know this whole section. Don't really need further than that. I could have just started this, but I wanted to miss anything. I haven't really. Don't need no computer. Community sport PS handling. Other community sports probably along the lines of go to our server, which nothing wrong with. You got downloading a Dota. I don't need. I'm on Linux. They'll probably be using Windows. I think actually pretty sure they are. They might mention Linux, but whenever they do, they only mention one type of Linux. Fair enough. It's like 17 different. It's actually not. Uh. Here we go. This is a Linux branch tree. See? There's like 3 types of Linux. But then if we can't do any further than this. You can see like there's the Arch, there's Ubuntu, and then I forget Debian. Wikipedia. That's really the only. So you see, like there was like huge bunch, and there's only like 3 or 4 types of Linux out there. It's just every distro is separate from there, and then some of those distros then also branch off. Confusing, fun. So need to just I might actually stream. You know, the creation of these. There's a short one, like that's 7 hours. So I would see double those if you're doing it as a tutorial. Yeah. If I was the creator of this website, I might have done like sort of Duolingo thing. The quiz is like after you've done this one, exploring the editor, they sort of showed off how you would add a mesh 3D. So you shake that. Like I might have done like, but then they included the quiz inside the video, which means you didn't pause the video and you have to think, oh, how to do this. I would have, if I was a developer, I would have added like a section here, like a multi-choice question. It doesn't affect the actual thing. Maybe I'll lock it off, Max, and get you to rewatch the video. Maybe not. Maybe it would just be like a little thing you can skip. But it'd be like a multiple point. Would you add mesh thing? Do you add child node? Add node? Add mesh 3D? Something like that. Like, or even include stuff from Blender in it if they can get confused. I think it would work quite well. I think it's mesh. There's multi-mesh 3D and mesh 3D. I think I need. You can create collision blocks with Do. But like custom sort of mesh. Like you can import a character and so create a mesh from this rather than using like a pillow shape. Not recommended for some things, obviously. Mesh 3D. Go into here. Mesh. Ow. Ow. fuck was that? Eardrum popped or something painfully. Array mesh, no. Box mesh. Okay, now I need to re. Yeah, you see me at it. You won't get the audio. That's fine. That way I can use. Okay. That's ads. Okay. So I thought scaling was done with it. Maybe that's rotation. Ah, can't be done. R. R. Q if I need to move it. R to resize it. Rotate. I would have thought E. Woo. So not that back end. So we want R. Yes, if we go. That's wrong. That. So the meter. So we'll want. Go with. Oh, that one. Point. N. By 1 meter. 1 meter. Oh, that's 40. Why did you? Oh, because 0. Anyway, that'll be okay for me. So I've got offset probably. And if we want precision, we then just oh, wait one. That puts it to 0. Well, respectively, actual 0. There. Hopefully, from this we can block a little. So wasn't a part of the original game. It's the height. I'm thinking whether or not we include a height system. If we include the height system, we can randomize it. Steam the pick. Oh, we can actually see stuff. I'm gonna I'll leave that open because I'll need to open. Working properly. This. Oh, right. No Chrome Firefox. I've got Flowmo's view open on Firefox because I had to change our channel. That's like Flowmo's web panel. I don't know if a 3D game's actually a better one to do. Add. Hell no. Character 3D. There's a debate on whether to use character 3D or physics 3D. I think or something like that. Like whether or not you want to interact with the things. Like character 3D. Fine. Really annoying that. The node thing doesn't show up. Character body. Yeah, because there's collision shape 3D, character body 3D. You can use both. We can use one or the other for the player, and it just depends on it depends what you're doing with it. Because like one's controlled by the physics engine, one's not. Do I need to change my physics engine? I don't know. I'm thinking. I think I had to set to the correct one. Create. Meh. I'll node what again? It's collision shape 3D actually. I forget what it is. Collision poly 3D. Collision with. I would like for Godot if you hit this, or if you like shift hit it, add the thing for you, or like at the top of the window like that, and then you want one of the. To speed it up, sort of like you don't have to go in here and go like that. Then great. Shape must be here. Okay. Not what I wanted. Oh. Pill. Oh, pill. Also probably add a mesh 3 as well. Might as well. Shell node. Mesh shape 3D. No. Oh. Mesh. Capsule. We now need to. Mesh. 1 meter by 1 meter. Helps with helps with Khan uses centimeters for height. So it makes it slightly easier on remembering this like 1.7. Most people are over meters. Use 1.7 for height. Okay, so all that adjusts. If I change that work. Oh, sorry, that's rotation. Wrong one. It's the one above. 1.7. There we go. Do 1.8 actually. And we're just tiny bit floating. You always want the player to be floating in a level. That's something I learned in what do you call it? The creation engine. Otherwise, you'll even if you're just a little, you collide and fall through. That current. Oh, I forgot about that. Add channel mode. Camera. Attached to this, and you want to add. I forget because it was a good video. I think you just did gimbal or something. I thought that doesn't matter. And we attach the camera to that camera. Then was it compared to that? Is like anchored or something? I forget. Careful V. Lita, I believe, is the best. And it transform, and I think they're. The Z or something. And then moves it away from that, but keeps it attached. Like the gimbal. And when we position the gimbal more or less to where we need it to be. Yeah, see? Yeah, just this thing's deal. From if we just so like we set up the angle correctly. And it is just the scale we adjust and it knows how we are positioned. And then you don't mess with camera much. There. From that one video I saw, and I was like, actually, that's something I should remember. Play. Good. We see the pill, we see that, so we actually have. That's the one. X6 is. I'm not 100% sure which one. I mean, color coded, yeah. I can't see that X. We. Their gimbal. It gives us a sort of thing. We just edit this